Hi again. Today I wanted to talk about scalp oiling since, hi Chester. Chester wants to talk about it too. Since I did scalp wash today and, sorry, he short-circuited me. I did a scalp wash today and so now my scalp is really dry, so I'm going to show you what I do to oil my scalp after I've washed. These are the oils that I used. I made this bottle from these, and what I do is I start out with the essential oils. This time around I used these four. I used the most of that and then on down the least of that. Every time I do it a little differently, but what I end up doing is I put the essential oils in first. It comes to about there in the bottle. Then I put in vitamin E, and I do about the equivalent, or at least this time I did about the equivalent vitamin E as I did all of these put together. And then I put in the castor oil, and I did that up to probably about there. And then I did avocado oil to probably there-ish. And avocado oil is pretty runny. I didn't want it too thin, so then I just rounded that out the rest of the way with olive oil. And I've used it once. It was up to maybe there, so that's how much I used in one oiling. But I'm going to do it again now. And hopefully I'll be in the frame. Oh, here's my books. Someone was interested, so you can pause and zoom in on that if you want to see what's in my fantasy collection. Okay. And I'm all frizzy because I just washed and whatnot. So, I get my oil. I shake it up. Sometimes I forget to shake it up, but it does make a difference because the heavier ones sink and the essential oils unmix and all that fun stuff. So there, hopefully you can see it's kind of bubbly now. I can sort of see it. I'm really blind. And then what I do is I just put a drop on each of my 4 fingers. Rub my fingertips together, and then starting at my hairline, sort of scrub it in. There are other ways to do it. You can part your hair and use the dropper to drip oil down and stuff. I always get way too much if I do that, which is odd for me to say because it's hard for me to get too much oil. But for me, the drop on each fingertip seems to work best. I think that's maybe because I'm a very tactile person. I like to be able to feel what I'm doing, and I guess for me the dropper kind of gets in the way of that. But yeah, I get flakes all the time, and it's not dandruff, it's just dry. I'm just very dry everywhere usually. So then for this part I do that. I hope I'm in the frame. And I have to, it's probably not the best for my hair to do the sort of rubby scrub that I do, but if I don't, I can't reach my scalp. I have a lot of very coarse, short hairs at my scalp. They range from 2 to 5 inches long, plus all the normal regrowth that you get from hairs that shed out normally. So if I don't do the scrubby motion, it doesn't actually get to my scalp. Okay, I didn't count how many applications that was, so if you feel like it, you can go back and count. Then I always forget to cap the bottle again, and that's not always a good thing to forget. After that, I kind of smooth through. Man, it feels so weird talking when I can't see anything. Do any of you with bad eyesight have that thing where if you can't see, you can't hear? Because I have that. If somebody's talking to me and I don't have my glasses on, sometimes I just can't hear you. Anyway, now I do sort of a quick scalp massage. Really I should go longer, but my shoulders get tired and that makes my neck hurt and then I get a headache. So, until I've worked back up to it, I just do short ones. But I start here and I'm not rubbing my scalp for this, I'm moving the skin on my scalp. I just do that. I usually go about 5 circles just because I'm weird and I count everything and I like the number 5. And I go down all the way around from my forehead to my nape. And I go on each side, come up. I really apologize if I'm not in the frame. I'm not going to do it over, so this is what it is, and hopefully it works. I'll move this away so maybe you can see. I just do that. I find that this area, this part of my scalp doesn't move as much. Like this up here, I can get really good movement out of this. But back here, it doesn't do that. And I don't know if that's normal or if that's a result of my chronic tension all over my body. I really don't know which it is. I always hope when I do this that if I do it enough, it will sort of loosen up back there. Because it feels like it shouldn't be like that. It feels like it shouldn't be that tight. Then I smooth it a few more times and come up like this. This feels really good, so I usually do this for a while. And for this I am rubbing my scalp, and I'm rubbing fairly hard, but I'm doing what feels good for me. If it hurt, I wouldn't do it. And the goal is just, it's partly to work in the oil and it's partly just to stimulate the scalp, get the circulation going so that not only will I lose all that dead skin up there that drives me crazy, but I'll hopefully get some good skin and hair things going on. By increasing circulation, you increase the flow of nutrients to that area. And then usually I finish off with this. This is going to look bad, but it's not really. I'm grabbing near the roots and I'm just giving very gentle tugs. Just what feels good. If you have hair that's really prone to shedding or if you have a sensitive scalp, this is probably not for you. For me, it feels really, really good. So I do it. And then after that, I can finally put my eyes back on. After that, that still smells decent. I'm gonna take just my avocado oil and I'm gonna run down my length. I couldn't show you before how much oil I use, but about like that. I'm going to run down my length with this, but I'm not going to finger comb it right now because it's way too frizzy. I'm still working on the scalp only wash thing, and this was only my third try and my length got damp, and so now it's going to be frizzy again. I almost might as well have washed it, but I'll get better at the scalp washes and then this won't be a problem. Now I won't be able to really finger comb this. I mean, I kind of can, but because it's still damp, I feel the hairs grip more, and it doesn't make me happy. So I sort of loosely, I mean, you can see how much I shed out when it's damp like that. When I detangle in the shower, I do it with my hair full of conditioner, and it doesn't grip and pull out like that. Here I am finger combing it anyway. Anyway, what I'll do, so that I don't mess with it until that oil's had a chance to soak in more, so that I don't accidentally break hairs. The shedding doesn't bug me as much, but the breaking hairs is what I really don't like. So what I'll do is I'll just put it in my lazy wrap. The easy way. Nobody's gonna see me, except for a few too many cats. So, there you go. Thanks for watching.